Let's see here. I'm trying to fix this thing here. All right, I gotta turn it around. Good evening. Hi. It's late at night, almost 8 o'clock, I think. It's 25 degrees outside. I'm in the garage, my garage. This is my place of solace. Pray, study, and I build in here. I just wanted to come on here. I haven't been on here in a while to discuss my latest project. Hope you see me. My latest project. Sometimes you have dreams and aspirations. Sometimes they seem impossible to even bring to fruition. And you're starting from scratch, starting from nowhere. But you got to start from somewhere. And oftentimes, if you procrastinate, the dream or the vision you have, you procrastinate, put it off. One day it turned to a week, to a month, to a year. Before you know it, 10 years down the road, you're still talking about what I'm going to get ready to do. And I was told a long time ago, procrastination is a thief of time. So some dreams, people can't see what you see. The vision, they can't see what you see. So you just got to go forward and bring it to pass with God's help. I wanted to encourage somebody who's just been procrastinating for years, constantly talking about what you're going to do, and ain't did it yet. You ain't even get started. There was, I always had a desire to build a car. From a young child, my father and my brother and my sister, we used to build these little model cars you get from Kmart, buy them for $5, I think, build them, and something like this, something like these, you know what I mean? But I wanted to build a real one. My favorite car is a Mustang, Ford Mustang. I have a friend, Chris Plummer. Chris told me, he says, Kevin, leave them Fords alone, man. The only way to make a Ford go fast is put a Chevy motor in it. I said, whatever. Anyway, but so I wanted to build a Mustang. So let me share this with you. I found a car to build a 69 in particular. I had one before. I had to get rid of it, but I looked for another one. They're very expensive. I mean, very expensive, too expensive. So I said, man, I wish I could find a way to get one. I saw a guy online on YouTube, 1194 video or 1194 video, not 1194. This guy built a Mustang from the bottom up like you built a model car, but it's actual real life. And so this is what I had done. Being in the garage during the cold, your best friend is this. I use this a lot. It's a heater. Heat my hands. Get in here and Anyway, one of my best tools I got. So I found a guy online. He was selling a 69 Mustang. All he had was the floor pan. I mean, if you know anything about a floor pan and wheels, that's all he had. He took the top of the car off of the car and left the floor pan. I mean, and the frame, part of the frame was rotted. He made cuts. They made crazy welds, and it was crazy. And so this guy on YouTube, 1194 video, 1194 or something, I saw him build it. I said, I can do the same thing. So the first thing I had to do was convince my wife. And so I showed my wife, I said, Sheena, look at this video. I said, you think I can do what he did? And she encouraging as she is, yeah, you can do it, B, you can do it. So I bought the piece. I bought the floor pan. When I got it in the house, I had to sneak it in when my wife wasn't home in the garage. And it was just a floor pan, just a floor of the car and wheels. Nothing, no body, no frame, no engine, no transmission, no wires, nothing. And so when I found, she walked in the garage, what is that? You bought a new car? I said, no. I bought a car part. It's a car part. It's not a car. All right. So anyway, that's how I got around that. She told me I can do it. She said she believed I could do it. Anyway, so now my first part. This is what I got. This is where it's at now. This is the back. Get a better picture. This is the back of it. It looked nothing like this. None of this was here. Didn't have none of this. None of this. No frame. This was not here. These wheels weren't here. I threw the wheels in the garbage they came with. From here all the way up here was gone. It was gone. It was rot everywhere, all in this engine bay. It was rusty, dusty, disgusted, and just horrible. But this is what I've built. I wish I can, I don't know how to zoom. Yeah, there you go. Zoom out a little bit. So I put all of this. These are pieces. These are all pieces. What I did was, and you can't, like a car model, when I was little, you can't, we glued this stuff together. You can't glue this junk. You got to weld it. These are all welds. So do I know how to weld? No. Did I know? No. So what I did was I went and bought this. It's a welding machine. All right. Bought all the equipment. You know what I mean? I got a guy I work with. I told him, I said, Zach, I bought a welding machine. Where'd you get? I said, I got a Weaver. He almost fell out the chair laughing. That garbage. I said, but whoa, I'm learning how to weld. I'm not going to buy a $3,000 Lincoln welding machine. Come on, bro. Anyway, all I needed to do was weld. That's it. So I taught myself how to weld. Where's my, oh Lord, I can't show you some things. Oh, here we go. So see this here? Anyway, I taught myself how to weld for about 4 weeks. And all I needed to do was spot welds, but I had to fix the frame underneath. The underneath was horrific. Let me put my flashlight. Not that one. So underneath here, oh God, help me today. Oh Jesus. So anyway, it's the underneath. I fixed it. This thing was horrible. I mean, but I fixed all of it. I fixed it. I got subframe connectors, Speedway motors, put them on, welded them in, and I fixed all the frame, the rot, put new steel in there, and then I treated the bottom. I have that black stuff you see. Oh Lord, let me get up off my knees. The black stuff is I can't tell you what it is. It's a proprietary blend. The Bynes proprietary blend. Once I get this, I put this on. I treated all the frame and everything, the bare metal with it. The only person that can get this off is Jesus, and this ain't coming off. So this is ironclad protected. So anyway, let me start from the let me see. I start from the front. So I got these aprons, radiator support. I got to put this on. This is for this goes up back here. I can get that on. Anyway, I did all the suspension, all the steering linkages, all that's brand new, all of that. This is new. I got disc brakes in the front, suspension. Everything's new. I just painted it. Everything's new. Down there, that's the, you know what I mean, the whatnot. The suspension. It was a automatic steering, not automatic, what do you call it? Power steering. I switched it back to manual steering because it was too much space. These Mustangs had no space in the engine bay, so I eliminated that and it took some weight. First thing I did, I did the bottom of the car. Now, ask me how I know how to do this stuff. You got YouTube and a prayer and some ambition, you can do anything, honestly. Bring your dreams to pass. And a lot of time I pray, Lord, I don't know what to do, and God be my witness. The Lord will give it to me some kind of way. He will give it to me some kind of way, and I get it, and it's done. So that's the linkage, the steering linkage over there. That's new right there. All right? All that's new. And this is all treated and it's ready for the engine. Anyway, so I changed the shocks, and this I had to weld that up. These tires I got off, these rims I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I got 4 of them. Tires need to be replaced, but that's all right. I got something for that. I got disc brakes. Where's my flashlight? Anyway, the disc brakes right there. I got new disc brakes. And there we go. Disc brakes, all of that. Does it cost a lot of money? Of course, but you don't see. You buy a new Mustang, a '69 Mustang, you're gonna be paying $40,000-$50,000. If you buy what I did, I bought the floor pan. Just this piece. Nothing else was here. Nothing. None of this was here. All right. I had to replace the cowl, so I came to the cowl. All this was rotted out. I cut it all out, welded everything up, put it in, treated inside. This is where the car gets fresh air through here, through the thing, you know what I mean, like that. So I replaced that. I just finished this outer cowl. This is all new. You know what I'm saying? Side frame. Going back, I replaced the brake pedal, Speedway motors again. So all the whole braking system. I got the master cylinder, power booster, the proportioning valve right there. All that's new. I bought the tubing, brake lines, bent them up, learn myself how to what do you call it? Anyway, for the connectors and everything, I taught myself how to do that. Check that. I learned that in the service department, how to cut tubing and, you know, flare and all that kinds of flaring tools. That's for brake lines, fuel lines, or anything else you need it for. All right. So I did the whole braking system. Everything's brand new. Disc in the front. And here's the trick. The back. Oh, Lord. The back discs are actually from Ford Explorers. Ford Explorers and Mustangs have the same setup. So I just it had drums here first. I took the drums, threw it in the garbage. I hate drum brakes. Threw that in the garbage. This is all brand new. This is Ford Explorer rotors, Ford Explorer caliber, Ford Explorer disc brake pads, Ford Explorer everything. And what you do, it's cheaper. It's like from, I think it's a 99 to 2005 Ford Explorer. You go to AutoZone, get it, but it was so expensive. I thank God I found them on Facebook Marketplace. The guy was selling them. He was selling all of this, the whole kit, the whole braking system for a Ford Explorer that I needed. He was selling it for $50. I saved literally almost $500, $600 when I did that. So Facebook Marketplace is a good place to go. I stay on there. All right. I thought something to be good, you know, a break from all the political nonsense that's going on. Y'all Christians and people fighting over politics, fighting for folks you don't know, trying to impress folks you don't know or don't like you. I don't know. Anyway, so I got I replaced this suspension, leaf springs, brand new. When my son and I got the car, we took everything off. We set this on the side, and that's how I treated it. And I fixed the bottom. We put it back, and I put it all together. New braking, new shocks. I did the new shocks myself. It's all new. I welded all of this up. It ain't pretty, but look, I mean, come on. It's holding, and you ain't got 60,000. That's another thing. So I learned on I used 60-10 welding rods, 60-11 welding rods, 60-13, 70-14, 70-18. All right. I did a whole test on all of those, and the best ones that I was able to use to get the job done, and I was used to, I like the 60-11 welding rods. 60-11 welding rods can weld right through rust. It welds right through paint. It welds right through anything. It's a strong rod, but you got to practice with it so you don't burn holes all in your stuff. So I used that, and I got it done right. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. This ain't going nowhere. All right. So the braking system, suspension system. I got a rear end. It's a 9-inch Ford rear. It has 450 gears. I have one right here. 450 gears don't work for me. I found a guy who had a race car. He just took this out. It's still good. He only had it in his car for a year, never even ran it. These are 373 9-inch rear, posi rear. If anybody knows, look, just Google it. If you don't know what I'm saying, Google it. Oh Lord. And so I'm put that in here. It's just what's the name? So anyway, and so go to the back. This is what one of the things the guy completely bastardized this car. He cut. Normally the fuel tank goes here. It goes right in this hole. The hole's supposed to be from here over. This I don't know what the dude was thinking. He cut it completely across. I see why he did it now. Yeah, so he cut it completely across, and so I'm gonna be fixing that very soon. And I'm not gonna get the fuel tank that's stock for this junk. I'm gonna get the fuel tank. It's a fuel cell. It's just a box, aluminum box, and you put it in the trunk like that, and you run a fuel system through it. So anyway, so this is the car from the back. Well, BB, Kevin, why it look like a skeleton? 'Cause that's what it is. It's a frame. That's the subframe of the car. The underframe. That's what holds the car together. All right. My next thing I'm going to be doing, and here are the parts. Look, those are the used doors. I gotta fix those doors. But these are all brand new. You got the fender. You got the hood. You got the tail light panel. You got the rear fenders. You see what I'm saying? So I got all the parts I need. The thing with, here's the trunk. The trunk, right there. The trunk. It just takes time. I've come in here. I've been in here My God, it'd be so cold, but that's all right. You know, I got my little hand heater right here off Temu. This is Temu. I don't think I paid $20 for it, but it worked good. And when my hands get cold, I warm my hands up. And then when my face get cold, I just put it on my face. And then for another 20 minutes, I go to work. So this is it. I just wanted to say, you have any dreams or aspirations? I never would have thought I could have done this, man. People, you know, I've been criticized. What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I think for somebody who don't know, all you got to do is furnish the will. You got to have a will to do. If you have the will to do, like we say in church, you got to have a want to. If you have a want to, and you got to see it not as it is presently, but see it what it's going to become. This car came and everybody in the neighborhood was looking at me. Why is he getting a piece of metal with wheels on it? All it had was the floor pan. That's all it had. The floor pan. None of this was here. It was floor pan. Floor pan. Floor pan is this. That's all that came. You know what I mean? It had nothing. But by the grace of God, we put it together. So if you have any dreams or aspirations, don't give up on them. Don't give up on them. You call those things that are not as though they were. And you'll be able to that thing come to pass, and you'll be happy. And the same people that were criticizing you, he'll be patting you on the back, not that you're looking for it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that's because people are just fickle like that. Here's my system. This is a fuel system I'm going to be using. ACES fuel system. It's a electric fuel injection system. The screen and all that kind of stuff, but that's down the road. Oh, I'm going to build my motor. So this is my motor. I'm not going to take it out the plastic. This is a block. It's a 351 Windsor roller block. You want to know what a Windsor roller block is? Just look it up on Google. I called the guys. I wanted an engine. I don't want this car don't need no 6-cylinder engine. All right. I need an 8-cylinder. And I didn't want nothing less than 550 horsepower. I want 600 horsepower. That's what I want. All right. You know what I mean? And I'm customizing a lot of things with this car, but people say, why don't you make it original? And why don't you make it stock and all that kind of, I can make it the way I want to make it. I'm the one spending money on it. Come on. And I have a vision now. So anyway, I called the guy up first before I got this block, and I asked the guy, I say, Anthony is an engine builder, very good engine builder. I said, I need a motor, and I told him what I want. He said, oh, Kevin, that'll be about $10,000, $12,000. I said, you out of your mind, man? Nah, bro. Never built a motor before. I worked on it, but I never built one. So I went and got me a block for a few $100. I have it all set up. What I'm going to be putting on it. If I can build a furnace from scratch, if I can service a boiler, a Wild McLean boiler, or a Lennox furnace and fix the circuit board, surely I can build a engine block. If I can do this with God's help, of course, surely I can build an engine block. The bottom end had to be strong enough to support the top end. And that's what I'm going to have a 600 horsepower motor at the end of the day. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to share that with you, encourage everybody, any vision. Now make sure it's God giving it to you. Make sure it ain't just you thinking that, the Lord knows this was a desire of my heart. This was a desire of my heart. And he's given me ways to do things, and even he'll show you where the sales are. You know what I mean? You'll get this thing, you'll get something that he'll block everybody else from getting it and just save it just for you. And that's what he's done for me. And that goes throughout life. It goes for everything. You know what I mean? God give you you have a desire of your heart. He'll give you the desires of your heart if you delight yourself in him. As you delight yourself in God, your desires will line up with his will, so that when you ask for it, it'll come to pass because you're already lined up in his will. And they say, yes, Lord. That's all. It's not that complicated. We make things complicated because we want to do things our way. But anyway, this is the car. Once I get this stuff on, once I get this junk on, this here, the fenders and everything, I'm going to make another video. I want to have it done by, we're in January, is it February 9th? I want to have this done by the end of this month. I would have worked on it today, but my wife wasn't feeling well, so I was helping her out with some things. Make sure it's all right. If you're married, make sure it's all right with your wife. I spent hours in here, hours in here. I put my little Bible on. The man started reading the Bible to me, and I go ahead. I must have been through the Bible about 3 or 4 times already working on this car. But that's as a pastor, a preacher, you need something to do other than be in church 24/24. Nothing wrong with being in church. You know what I mean? But you don't want to burn out. This is how I relax. I don't come in here on church days, Tuesdays, Thursdays. You know what I mean? But I come in here on Sunday afternoons after church. Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday nights, late at night, and everybody go to sleep. I'll be in here making noise, welding, and putting the car together. So be encouraged, you all right? Mother Tucker, God bless you. I see you there. Mother Tucker is one of my greatest supporters. Been with me from the beginning. God bless you, Mother Tucker. Love you. Love you very much. So this is what we do. Mother Tucker is like Mustangs too. That's her favorite car. Mother Tucker, this is my 69. It's going to be a 69 Fastback. All right? Don't look like much now, but it's much. I'm going to show you pictures tomorrow at church, how it looked when I first got it. Just a floor pan and a rusted out floor pan and 4 wheels that you couldn't get $1 in scrap for. All right. Love y'all. God bless you. Bye.